So I heard you want to play Holosmith. Well, here's the trick. Step 1. Acquire keyboard. Step 2. Prime head. And 3. Alright everyone, it's IG Singularity here. Right off the top, I'm just doing a quick entry sort of Holosmith PvP guide. This is a little bit more focused on newer players. It's not really advanced tech. You know, you're not going to learn all the crazy combos. This is just sort of an overview, a little bit of a highlight, and my thoughts on why you should give Holosmith a tryout in PvP. Due to its unique mechanics, it becomes very satisfying to play. Having to manage your heat bar is just another level of, extra fun. It's like a game within a game. Holosmith delivers fast-paced, duelist teamfighting playstyles with a mixture of melee and ranged options. So it has various utilities and you can play in different ways. It's a very flexible class. Why should you play Holosmith? Well, I mean, the juicy reason is because you get access to this amazing ability called Photon Forge. It's basically a form change in which you go into like this hologram state with this giant sword and you just swing around and it's all kinds of fun. Also, it's insanely good. Like, I love playing it. It's so much fun. So, the main role you're going to be playing on Holosmith is mostly a duelist and a team fighter. So I'll be showing off two different builds. One that is the more meta battle with slight variations duelist build, and then the other one is going to be my personal conquest build, which is for capturing points, rotating around, and node control and team fighting. Alright, first things first, we're going to slide over to the build screen here. You can always find your PvP build in your equipment tab. You just click this little button up here that says PvP equipment. It'll slide you over to this menu, and this is very important for PvP. This is basically your gear. This is your gear set for PvP. So for Holosmith, because we use Photon Forge, it replaces our second weapon. We only need to use Sword and Shield. Now, the best sigils for Sword and Shield is Energy and Intelligence. This is going to give you Endurance and critical hits. It makes your weapon swaps have very good value. I don't really experiment with these ones. I'm very happy with this combination. Now, Berserker Amulet and Rune of the Revenant. For the meta battle build, it calls for Rune of the Revenant, but on my build, you can run Rune of Resistance instead. And then Berserker Amulet is usually the go-to for Holosmith since you're more of a damage class. But if you're lacking survivability or you're struggling to survive in certain fights, you can definitely switch out for Demolisher Amulet. That's just a little bit of the build variation that you can get through the sigils and the amulets there. And then we'll slide over to the actual build menu so you can see the two builds that I run. So this build is my personal favorite build. I'll go into that in a second. What I want to show you right now is the meta battle builds. So this is slightly varied version of the meta battle build, and I'm just going to link the build code and the link to the build in the website. I'm not going to go over this one in too much detail since it's already been covered on the website. I'll link that. But one of the key things is the difference with the meta build is they use enhanced capacity storage unit. What I recommend for new players is switch this trait to vent exhaust. The reason why you want to do that is because vent exhaust is going to reduce heat every time you dodge roll, and that's going to stop newer players from overheating themselves by accident. It takes a little getting used to with the heat mechanic. It is a resource you have to manage, and you can burn yourself. You don't want to take that damage. As you can see here, I'm building up the heat in the bottom just to show you what it's like when you overheat. So now we're at our heat threshold. This would explode. If it hits the very top, we actually take damage. Right there. Now we can't use Photon Forge for a while. We're going to take a bunch of damage. This is usually your death. In fact, it's definitely probably your death. So for newer players, the thermal release valve trait off of vent exhaust is really going to stop you from overheating if you miss that timing. You can dodge roll to keep it down. Otherwise, better players will try to use enhanced capacity because it stacks might. Not too much difference in here. I'll show you my build now. So this is This is more of my entry level build. This is more of like a for fun build. It's not too worried about all of the advanced mechanics. It's more so about rotating and just helping your team fights and being silly. And being silly is fun, man. Being silly is fun. Uh, so it's the same sort of thing. We're gonna use the vent exhaust. We actually use big boomer here for our explosives for more damage, but it's same thing. You can use flashbang. Blind is really good. Either of these traits are fine here, but this is generally how we're going to run it for this kit here. You're going to use your elite mortar kit from range. Anytime you want to fight from range, you're going to want to use elite mortar kit. It's got a lot of viable options on it. You're going to need to look through them. There's a chill, there's a poison, so it's going to be very useful. The Mortar Kit 5 is also a heal. So if you want me to like break down the individual moves and add a little bit more, I'm probably going to update a comment or another list of like specific moves. If this isn't enough of a highlight for you, let me know, and I will run through all of the moves if you want. But this is more of like a recap, sort of just set you up kind of thing. Get you on the ground running type sort of mentality. So the key feature with this build is rocket boots. It's super funny. So this is gonna jet speed you all around the map. I'll have some clips. You'll see some examples, but it's really good for rotating or disengaging fights that you feel like you're going to lose and then going to another teammate to help them win a fight. So this build is a lot more focused on moving around very fast. You want to use Hollow Leap and Super Speed to constantly run around, and then rocket boots everywhere to get very fast to help your teammates. So we're going to run the cleansing turret, the slick shoes, the rocket boots, the detonate, and the throw mine with the detonate, and the elite mortar kit. This is a nice explosives build that's going to help you capture points. It's going to knock people off of points with the displacements, because what you can do is you can throw down the mine, and then you can use your shield to push them off, and that'll help you kind of stand on a point and fight on a point. But what happens is sometimes AoEs will drop on that point, and what you can do is you can just rocket boots away, pull out your mortar kit, and then fight from range. And then if someone attacks you, you can just use your second rocket boot, fly away, and just run. There's no problem. There's no shame. There's no shame in running. So if you're a new player to Holosmith, I really recommend trying this out for fun. It's just so silly. It's just so fun. Most of your combat is going to be done in the Forge mode, so that's where most of your damage is coming out. Your weapons here are more for survivability and chasing down your opponents with your 3 here, this Radiant Arc. This is a leap. Your Refraction Cutter can also do a little bit of range damage, so it's kind of deceiving that the sword has a couple of ranged options. And then your Mortar Kit is going to be your big source of damage at range, so you're going to want to switch to Mortar Kit as often as possible. There's a neat little trick with the Mortar Kit where if you switch to it, you get resistance, which conditions currently on you are ineffective. That's very important for knocking down necromancers. So you can go to stomp a necromancer, and when they go to fear you, you can switch to the Mortar Kit, and you'll completely ignore the fear if you time it right. It's a really cool mechanic. See right there? You get that on switch. Another cool one is this Hollow Leap is perked to remove immobilizes. So anytime you're slowed or chilled, you want to use your Hollow Leap. That's another little quick tip. And another really cool thing you can do is if you go for Photon Forge, you can either roll out of it to bait a stun, or you can switch your weapon to fake cast it. See? So those are probably the biggest tricks I have to show you right now. So be mindful of that. And yeah, that's the build. That is indeed the build. So the links for those builds, I'll put the build links actually in the description, so you can just copy and paste them over, copy them straight into the game using the chat code. I'll also link the Gods of PvP link, where I originally started building the more meta build from, made some adjustments to it, as per what I need, but everyone's different. Everyone has their own play styles. The awesome thing with PvP is there's no gear restrictions, and you don't need to have all of the skill points. So if you have an engineer made, you can test this build out today, right now. Right now. I hope that's exciting for you. I'm going to slide it over to a bit of gameplay and hopefully try to give a more visible demonstration of the builds in action. So let's slide on over to that. Because they are calling for help. Nice, you got healed. That's big. Oh, we got decapped too. Alright, that's big play. Cover that, cover that, cover that. Smack, smack, smack. Nice. Alright, no one's on home to recover that, so I shall. Because I'm quick. Quick as heck. And then I'm gonna go far. Yeah, then I'm gonna go far. That's what we're gonna do. Looks like they're capping it. Nice, that means all our actions mid. Alright, fair. I'm gonna go mid first, and then I'm gonna slide out to far. Because it's likely that someone just rotated far as well. So the thief just went there, so I'll just chill mid. Chilling mid. Hop around with this. It's kinda... Oh, look at that. You see that? I see that.
My arena awaits. Prove your worth and gain my favor.
It's two of them.
You yielded the pier.
It's okay, two of them over there. That means we should make those other plays. Nice. Run into my team. Hopefully they can cover. And then we'll run back over here. Nice. Okay, so check it. That was alright. We got to do the little run around. We chased them all around. We were a little outnumbered, but we made it out. We got back to our point. We'll try that again. Looks like we got a thief around here, just kind of shopping around some kills.
You've secured the pier.
I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. Alright, I'll go help mid. Mid looks like the play here. Your friendly neighborhood mortarman has arrived to the show. We'll throw down some slippy slicks all up in that. We'll just push through. Doesn't look anyone's looking. We'll try to just heal to get rid of all that bad stuff. And then we'll happily just slip on over here for a little bit of a back cap in spite. Because they went and capped us, so I'll run through the mid. Yeah, I'll run through that mid side. And go back to my home. Mid should be good. No, I'll go in mid, because that Necro may reach his end. So if our Necro's gonna die, I'll replace him, and then Necro can go home. If he sees. Nice. Alright, someone's trying to, like, get on over here. Get on! No! Okay. Yeah. Try and get you in some slippies. Don't stand in the red. Just kind of kite the Reaper form, knock you back, hold up the blocks, heal, throw mine. Yeah. Go team, go. I'll just cap this. Nice free cap. Yeah. Nice. Alright, I'll go help this.
The blue team rises in my estimation.
That's okay. They can have estimation. Dun 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 dun. Let's go. All right, party in mid. Everyone's invited. Let's go. Look at that. Juicy. Oh, I got the mortar and it didn't. I thought I was being so good. In fact, I was being so bad. All right. This is bad. I did. But whole team here. Rally. Nice. And peace. I'm out. It's just how we roll. Oh, hello. This is awkward. Nice. Go team, go. I think that's going to conclude the guides slash overview. If you'd like to see more, or if you have anything to add, please hit a comment in there, or tell me what you want. And yeah, don't be afraid to send me a message. I'd really appreciate the input. For now, friends, I think we should just stare at this sky together and admire the beautiful, beautiful skies that this world has to give us. It's just so good. Thank you. Very nice. Bam. Can I just put the Jin bomb here? Okay, I guess I can.